Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money, with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 765 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm here with a repeat guest, Paul Brodie. He is one of the summit guys, and he's got a Get Published Summit going on right now, just started today. So we want you to jump on that and check it out. We'll talk about that today. Hope you didn't miss episode 764. And it kind of plays off of what we're talking about today with summits, because this summit was done, I don't know, earlier in the year. I don't know what month it was, but now we're redoing it and adding to it. So the must-listen episode 764 was about going back and reusing other stuff and repackaging it and putting it back out again and adding to it. So that's what we're doing today with the Get Published Summit, and that was episode 764 if you want to learn the technique to do it yourself. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. That was 764. And if you just want to go to our training episodes, go to screwthecommute.com/training. We have about 400 episodes there, just solid training, $1 million worth of stuff. And follow me on TikTok at Digital Multimillionaire, and also pick up a copy of our automation ebook. You will thank me for it because it'll save you hundreds of hours of messing with your computer at screwthecommute.com/automate free. All right, let's get to the main event. Paul Brodie is a 21-time best-selling author, 21 times, and CEO of Brodie Consulting. He helps people share their stories to position them as experts in their field. And Paul's book publishing company, I don't think there's anybody else that can brag like this. He accomplishes this by launching their clients' books in all genres to a guaranteed bestseller status with over 100 consecutive best-selling launches. Paul, are you ready to screw the commute? All right. How you been, man?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Good. I know you're busy in the middle of this summit here. So we did what month was it when we did this before?
So to give you the backstory, the first edition of the summit, you and I recorded the interview in January of this year, and then we launched the summit in the end of February.
Right. And now we're bringing it back out, and that was highly successful at that point. But even if you attended that one, you want to attend this next one because of what Paul's going to tell you next about the additional things that he's added to the summit.
Yeah, so we actually recorded an additional 12 interviews. And in each of those interviews, we interviewed, from a business perspective, we interviewed our top affiliates, but also those that got some of the best feedback based on their sessions. And then one of the hooks we talked about is artificial intelligence, the future of publishing, and how you can leverage that with different things that you're doing for your business and your brand. And just that series of those second edition interviews really grab people's attention because obviously AI is a big hook right now with what's going on in the world in many areas.
Yeah. So, but they'll still, if they didn't attend the first one, even if they did, they may it's hard to consume all the stuff you give for free in those things. So tell them about some of the other topics that are covered.
Yeah. So literally anything you can think about with writing the book, from outlining, creation, dealing with writer's block, getting it done, which I think is the biggest thing. And then the publishing side, talking about the editing, the formatting, cover designs, those pieces. But then the marketing side, how to market the book correctly, how to make sure that your book has an impact, that it doesn't just fall over and no one ever gets to read the darn thing. And then being able to utilize it for your business and your brand, and really how you can position the book as a product to be the foundation of your business and your brand going forward. So we really do touch on the writing, the publishing, the marketing, but then how to turn that into a full-time business as well so that you can literally screw the commute.
Yeah, I like that. So is my ebook masterclass in there?
I think it is.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, because you don't even have to print books anymore to make a fortune online. And that's what I concentrated on my ebook masterclass there. Now, I've been doing summits for many, many years. I only run one, but I kind of backed off from doing them because of the format where you had to sit there all day for 5 days straight. And who's that lady that says, ain't nobody got no time for that. So you have a different format that you run these things in. And that's when I started doing them again. I think I've done 4 or 5 this year and did one of my own. So tell them about the format, how it runs.
It's a lot easier. So what we do is we typically record all the interviews about a month before, and then we have each interview roughly 20, 25 minutes tops. That way you're just
except mine, because I'm a big mouth.
Well, the thing is, you don't hear people droning on the whole time. You can really get direct and to the point. And you did great with that, with the questions that we did together, where you can really zero in. But the other piece is we then broadcast all of them 8 a.m. Central Time through Monday through Friday. And how it works is with the free pass, where like today's the Monday of it. So on Monday, they have until Wednesday. They got 48 hours to watch the videos from Monday. Then on Tuesday, again, 48 hours, they'll have till Thursday. And then Wednesday.
48 hours, right?
Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so forth. But for those that want to actually get lifetime access to the videos, then they get the transcripts, the audio files, bonuses like your great course, then they can opt in to get a premium pass, which would give them for like a limited time offer for like 15 minutes for a really good price point, where they can opt into it right then. And then they have lifetime access for everything. But for those that may be on a tighter budget that may not necessarily be able to invest in that, then at minimum, you can at least watch the interviews. And then I think there's like 8 to 9 interviews a day. So as long as you can invest a couple of hours a day or just watch the ones that you want to watch the most, each interview is no more than 20 minutes. And I think that's a huge selling point, where it's actionable, it's advice that can help you, regardless of which direction you go in, and it's to the point. Because again, no one wants to hear a bunch of dang droning.
Yeah, and it's not a big pitch fest.
Exactly. It's all
some of the speakers may have things to offer you, but it's not, everything is not a big sales letter. That really makes people not want to participate. And I know in all Paul's summits, he gets very high participation from them, and I think this one is kind of front loaded with some of the best speakers from other summits, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I believe yours is day 2 on Tuesday when yours comes out, and that's always a huge day when your stuff goes live.
Well, I appreciate that. I always want to give them, that's my whole thing, is immediately usable, high quality information. And I mean, folks, you can sign up for free. You don't have to invest anything if you don't want to. But once I think you see the value and quality of all this, you can say, oh my God, I can't miss this, I can't miss that. And the lifetime access premium pass is just a bargain and a half. So you can sign up for this at screwthecommute.com/get-published. And it started today, and we're releasing this as fast as we can get it out today. And you have 48 hours to, you'll have, by the time you get done with this for at least Monday, you'll have at least 24 hours to watch Mondays, and then you'll go into that cycle. Tuesday will be released Tuesday morning, and you'll have 48 hours to watch any of the ones released on Tuesday, and so forth, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you ever want to have your own summit, tell them about the service you have, Paul, to help people with their own summits.
Yeah, so me and my business partner, Ray Brem, we have a service called Platform Plus, where it works like this. You do the interviews, we do the rest. So we help you with the outreach, with the templates to do that. We help you get your speakers, help with the recruitment part of it. We help you with getting the interviews ready in terms of the formatting, with the questions that you want to ask, the time period that you need, the equipment that you need, which is nothing fancy. You just need a decent Logitech webcam, really. As long as you have that, a laptop and decent Wi-Fi, then you can do this from anywhere on the planet. But also with your engagement, with connecting with your speakers and encouraging them to promote. And Tom, you're a great example of that. You're currently our #1 speaker affiliate, where you've risen up big time the last few days, where you've promoted the event to your audience. And for those that have opted into the premium pass, again, you have won this like the last 3 times we ran summits, being our leader with it. And we know you take great pride in that. And, you always do a brilliant job with promoting it. But it's really just a win-win, where you get a lot of great like-minded people together. You get opportunities to connect with the speakers, and that's the big part. The biggest relationship out of this is, yes, giving value to the audience, but from a business perspective, being able to create deeper relationships with the speakers, because most of my speakers that I have for the summits now, Tom, I do webinars for them because we have a book marketing service, as you touched on in the intro, where we actually have a webinar called Book Marketing Secrets that we will give to that speaker affiliates audience. And then, of course, they'll get a little commission on top of it. But the main thing is we give great information for an hour, and then we just invite them to set up a call with me. And if they feel they've got all the information they need, then, hey, you go do your own thing. But if you need help, then we're happy to potentially set up a call and possibly work together. And that's really been the big part of this. It's just having these, getting to know speakers, getting to know, like, and trust them. They get to know, like, and trust us. And then we're able to build those relationships. And that's what we teach to our speakers and to our people that actually also want to host their own summits, because it really is just a great thing to have in terms of the engine for your business, because that's what I refer to summits as. I do 3 a year, and each of those is an engine to keep my business sustainable and to keep it going to the next level. And trust me, if I can do it, anyone can. I mean, heck, even you did.
Yeah, even me. Yeah. So actually, to piggyback off that, yeah, we met through a summit. So that's how we got to know each other. And I saw, and everybody on here knows I don't promote anybody that's not highly ethical and does a great job with what they do. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I'm such a big email fan. Folks, if you run one of these summits, you get enormous numbers of emails, probably 10 times what many of you small list owners have. In fact, you could have none. You could be homeless and actually do this, because all of this, the speakers are the ones driving all the traffic and getting you the email address. So it's a great way to kick off an online business. So anyway, yeah.
Tom, if you don't mind me just touching on one thing real quick. I love that you mentioned that, because in the 2 summits that we've done this year, with this one and the first edition, we've added 5,000 people to our list. Exactly. And it's not only just 5,000 people, it is the most engaged people. It's the ones that actually open the emails, that click through the emails. It's like the creme de la creme of all of our speakers. So we've added 5,000 highly engaged people to our list this year alone, and we're only in the end of June.
Yeah, and folks, just to tell you, if you had to do that with paid traffic, and you would be spending $20,000 or more, and you wouldn't be guaranteed to having the high quality people that come from this kind of thing, because these people, opened emails from the speakers that they trust. They came and they participated in the summit, and they got on a list. Well, that's a whole different person that just, without even thinking, clicks, okay, I'll subscribe. They haven't done anything to prove that they're a quality subscriber. So anyway, it's starting today. You can go to screwthecommute.com/getpublished, and you can experience one of these for yourself. You can get all the knowledge that the speakers are providing, and it's high quality. I'm going to listen to a bunch of them myself that I didn't get to listen to last time. And if you want to run one yourself, make sure you get in touch with Paul. So thanks, Paul, for coming on, man.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. And if anyone needs more information, they can just go to BrodieConsultingGroup.com. Check out exactly how we help on both the publishing side and with the summits.
Yeah, it's Brodie, Brodie, Consulting, is it group?
Yes, sir.
BrodieConsultingGroup.com. All right, well, let's get on that summit, folks. ScrewTheCommute.com/getpublished. And I'll see you over there.